I've been drinking, I'm driving while texting and speeding. I swear that I ain't going home. You holding my phone and won't leave me alone. I'm blank Sivo, blank Coca Patron. I'm on Coca Patron, Coca Patron, Coca Patron, Coca Patron, Coca Patron, Coca Patron. I've been drinking, I'm driving while texting and speeding. I swear that I ain't going home. If you holding my phone and won't leave me alone, I'm blank Sivo, blank Coca Patron. I'm on that Coca Patron, Coca Patron, Coca Patron, Coca Patron, Coca Patron. I've been drinking, I'm driving while texting and speeding. I swear that I ain't going home. I'm on that Coca Patron.
Hey guys, CC here with CC Media. I'm here with Saxon, Panchik. Just doing some catching up. The Open is over. What do you think as far as results go? What do you do different now that you're a experienced games athlete? What do you need to do to make the games again this year?
Yeah, so I guess I'll just start with kind of how the Open went. You know, you look at the Open, it used to be, the Open's always stressful, but you look at it this year, there was definitely a little more added stress where it was no longer finishing top 20 in your region, which I used to think was stressful alone. Like, I was still redoing workouts, but trying to finish top 20 in the world to go to the games, you know, there is no regionals, like that just added the stress. So, you know, that factor was always there. So going into the Open this year, I had a game plan of every Thursday night as soon as they announce it. I really don't want to watch anyone do it. I don't want to know anyone's scores, just because there's so many outside factors whenever people are doing those Open announcements. So, you know, if you have a lot of potential in a workout and you think you're going to do really well in it, and then you see someone else do it and, you know, that might not be their jam, it could set you up to move at their pace, or maybe even something a little slower rather than your own pace. So something me and Spence did this Open was every Thursday night, as soon as they announced it, we really didn't watch the people do it. We had it set up so our members could, but we started to set up, warm up as they watched that, and we would just attack the workout the best way for us. And typically that was probably the best way I think we could do it, because it was just us pacing off of each other and we weren't basing that around anybody else. And that set us up for a great score on a Thursday. And then it also allowed us to potentially do the workout on a Saturday and then a Monday. There were some days we were even going Sunday and then Monday. So we did most of the workouts, I'd say like 2 to 3 times. Even though we were shaving off a few seconds, we learned a lot from each workout every time we did it. And I think that allowed us to put up our best scores. And knowing that I did every workout 2 to 3 times, you can't regret anything. You know, you did everything possible that you could do to set yourself up in that position.
Now, kind of go over those Thursday nights when, you know, knowing that you're going to be competing with Spencer, how you guys kind of push each other, you know, and what does it mean, like, you know, competing with him, and how you guys kind of help each other out?
Yeah,
you know?
Definitely. So we do the same training program. Me, Spence, Scott, we always have done that. We kind of separated and started our own training program just because we're out there and he's out there. And I think that's a great thing, because it allows us to try different things, and, you know, we're going to be able to find out like what's working best and like little things we can adjust. So we're constantly communicating on like, you know, I did this one, like this is a great workout, you should try it out. But me and Spence, we do the same training program, and we are 2 completely different athletes, like 100%. His motto is come out as fast as I can and hold on and see what happens, even if that means crashing and burning. Sometimes it's that, but that's why we do those redos, and you don't know unless you try. But typically he would come out super fast in most of the workouts, and he represents competition at its finest. So anytime you're going out on a competition floor, you constantly have those bunnies out there that are just going for it. My approach to workouts is typically like stay relaxed, control your breathing. The more you can control your breathing, it's always going to set you up to, one, feel good throughout the entire workout, just because mentally that can tax you. You have to be a very strong-minded person to be willing to go out super fast, which Spence had.
Based on last year, did you improve your position from the Open? Are you more fitter this year than you were last year?
I'm definitely more fitter this year, and it's crazy because those last 4 years, and this is by no means is this an excuse, and, you know, I never thought about this, but going back and looking, what could I change going into the next year? The only thing that I could really change is put more time into the gym. But I still improved. So those last 4 or 5 years, whenever I was training out with Scott, like I was coaching 1, maybe 2 classes, and then I was training all day and all night, and that's all my emphasis was on. Now this year in October we opened up a gym. Our grand opening was in December, the last week of November into December, and we were just getting on our feet for December, January, and then the open was in February. So we were 2 months into business, and that's where a lot of our time was going, not into training nearly as much. So to be able to improve that, I'm just excited to see, now that we have our gym up and running, and I can hand some of the classes over to these guys that can help out, not have to worry about all the startup and everything. Like, I can put more time into training, and I'm just excited to see where the summer goes.
So what do you have to do, or where are you looking to capitalize to be a games athlete again in 2019?
Brazil is
Okay.
going to be where I'll punch my ticket, and then I will do another sanctioned event after that, just for fun. Either the Grand Games or the French Throwdown I'll be at, maybe both.
Obviously the goal is to win it.
Mm-hmm.
What's the plan to obtaining that goal?
Go down there and just have fun. Yeah. I think as long as you're having fun, and that's whenever I notice, like, I do the best whenever I'm competing with Spence, because I went down to Miami by myself, and I was just like, I didn't want to talk to anybody, and I was just like, I'm down here to win, and that's it.
You're down there for business.
Yeah.
Right? Business.
And I think I approached that all with the wrong thought of, like, isolate myself from everybody else. That's the competition. Like, you don't want to be friendly with them whenever you're competing, but that's not the case. Like, and that's the biggest thing and I think that's the great thing about going to these events is you learn so much about yourself. And, I've been to 5 regionals, and I thought I knew it all, and sure enough I went down there, and that was the first ever competition I've done by myself without another Panchik in it, and I isolated myself, and I didn't have fun. I didn't enjoy myself, and I focused more on like having anger drive me rather than being happy and doing this for fun. So I took that away from that, and I'm looking to take that into Brazil and just have fun with it and see what happens. And again, that's whenever I succeed the most. Whenever I'm with one of my brothers, where the mood's light and you're joking around and you're just enjoying the process.
You're not only a games athlete, you're also a business owner. You guys you said you opened up a gym in October of last year. Give us an update. How is CrossFit Cliffside doing?
CrossFit Cliffside's doing amazing. The people that we're pulling in here, I like to think that we're all replicas of each other. We take little pieces from them, and then they take little pieces from us, and what we create is a family. And I learned so much from all of our members, who I am as a person, how I can be a better person, and then it's the same thing, we're doing that for them. How can they be a better athlete? How can they be a better person? And one of the biggest things that we preach at CrossFit Cliffside is it's not fun, it's not worth doing. So whenever you come in here, we try and make every single class fun. You're going out of your way, shaking people's hands that are new members coming in, and welcoming them to the CrossFit Cliffside family. So we're really focused about being not just a community, but we're a family in here. And I think that's the best part about this is, we get to set the tone of our own business and the people that are coming in here, and we create that foundation for what's happening.
The greatest part about this whole thing is with your success, some new products have come in with new sponsors, and if you want to get into that. And, including CC Media.
CC Media, always. So I'm excited to be working with CC Media for the upcoming year, kind of documenting our journey to sending 3 Panchiks to the games, make some history with that. I'm also teaming up with bodybuilding.com, which is a great opportunity for both of us. They had their 20th anniversary this year, so they've been around for a long time. I know it's something I used whenever I was a younger kid, and I think it's a great thing that they're starting to get into the CrossFit world, which is going to be an amazing opportunity to be able to share what CrossFit's actually all about, and be able to bring not separate bodybuilding from CrossFit or running from CrossFit and bodybuilding, but bring everything together and really focus on, these aren't separate things, but one thing that we all have in common is fitness, and be able to bring all of those communities together to be able to create plenty of opportunities for everybody.
All right, well, thank you for the update. Brazil, gonna punch that ticket to the CrossFit Games, and you guys will be seeing more updates on Spencer and Saxon in the coming future. So check out CC Media, check out the video. The link is gonna be in the bio, but We'll see you guys later.
Coca Patron, I've been drinking, I'm driving while texting and speeding. I swear that I ain't going home. If you're home on my phone, it won't leave me alone.